Fragrant Verve. I'm Ryan.
I'm Cole.
And today we're doing a very, very classic scent. Been around for a long time.
It's called Davidoff Cool Water.
Do you know when it came out?
I don't know when it came out.
1988.
Whoa.
Long time.
That was before both of our times.
It was before both of our times. Just barely edging me out.
Yeah.
So Cool Water is one of those scents that's been around a super long time. But I feel like not too many people wear it anymore. So,
which is a good thing.
Yes, I feel like this was kind of an Aqua di Gio situation at one point in time where everyone was wearing it. There's no point because you're just going to smell like the next guy. But now I feel that it's been long enough time where you could get away with it. And its time has kind of passed and not too many people wear it. Now, some older people might recognize it, but if you're a young lad and you go on a date, I highly doubt that the female sitting across from you is going to know what this is. Unless you met them on Cougar Life. But you do run a fear of maybe reminding them of their dad.
Oh.
But that could be a good thing. It depends. Who knows?
I don't think that's
psychologically, you could, I don't know, influence there.
That sounded so creepy.
Anyway, so Davidoff Cool Water, this is usually your job.
Yeah, well, I did it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
it's not the coolest bottle. It's very sleek and
cheap as hell.
simple.
Like you can get like a huge. No, I'm not talking about the bottle. I'm talking about the actual stuff. The bottle does look pretty cool, but you can get like
it's really simple. Clearly.
Yeah, you can get a very large amount of this for very cheap. Like we're talking, I don't know, like you can buy Legis' stuff for under $100. You can get like trying to think what the prices are. Anyway, $25 can buy you like
100 mils.
Yeah, for sure. So the notes are seawater, mint, green notes, lavender, coriander, rosemary, sandalwood, geranium. We've got neroli, and we've got jasmine, musk, and cedar, oak moss, and finally tobacco and amber.
Grass is in there too, right?
Grassy notes.
Oh, because I get like fresh cut grass.
I don't get that.
Well, I get other things too. It's not like I'm mowing the lawn.
No, what I get a lot, and Davidoff Cool Water for men is lavender. Big deal lavender. And I didn't think I got lavender a lot at first, and then I smelled a candle at one point in time, because I had this for a long time, a lavender candle, and I've come to realize that for some reason in my mind, and I feel in a lot of people's mind, lavender is like a feminine scent, right? And I smelled this candle, and I realized lavender is a very manly, well, I don't want to be stereotypical. You can wear whatever you want. But I think that lavender is a manlier smelling note now, after smelling the candle.
Yeah.
Because it's very, kind of smells like Cool Water. And Cool Water's been copied by a lot of like shaving creams and soaps and everything. And it's kind of like this, I don't know. You smell Cool Water, I get like a lot of lavender and the sea notes and green. It's like a mix of a sea, like an aquatic and a fresh fragrance. It's like in the middle. It's like a blue and green concoction. And it's very familiar. I think it's very familiar because it gets copied by a lot of people.
Yeah, if you're a man, you're probably going to recognize it if you've ever shaved in your life. Most things that you put on your face for shaving will smell similar to this.
Yes.
I mostly get sea notes, grass notes, and mint. I get mint hardcore.
Mint? You say you get mint and everything. Hold on, I want to see if I get the mint.
This is the only thing I've ever said I got mint in.
No.
I seem to get pepper and everything, but not this. It's a very fresh scent.
Bit of a cold today, but yeah, I don't get too much mint. I can kind of see where you might be coming from. But I do get a little bit of the musk too, which is nice.
Oh yeah, the musk is what I meant to say too.
Yeah. What this reminds me of is okay, so here's the deal. Here's when you want to buy this. And I think Actually, cool water is definitely one of my faves. It reminds me of the smell you have when you get in the shower and you shave before you're in the shower, and you get it in the shower to use like you body wash up and hair, and you do all that stuff, and you step out and you hear some people like say the smell like freshly showered man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like if you want to prolong that smell all day, buy cool water, because I find that's what it is. It's just you smell like freshly showered man that you would see like I don't know in Cosmo or something people talk about. That smell is cool water, and you can prolong that smell all day if you wanted to with cool water.
Yeah. I like it. It's really all I have to say. It's not like it's very fresh, and I find when people call scents fresh, it's all like I imagine anything that teenagers would use in a locker room. I find this can be a little locker roomy just because it smells like freshly showered man. It evolves past that though. There's more to it than high school locker room. I think it's nice. It's super versatile. I think you could do anything to that. You could wear it anywhere.
I definitely understand how this was probably the locker room smell of 30, 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely not now. And I don't get locker room at all from it. I can definitely smell the locker rooms where this was going. You spray like crazy. I can smell the high school hallways. I bet 40 years ago it reeked of that stuff, but not anymore.
No,
so.
It's really good. I like it. It's something I was like hesitant about it, but I was pleased.
Yeah. I will go as far to say it, in terms of if you want to classify it as an aquatic, which it's kind of got a half foot in, it is definitely would be my favorite aquatic fragrance out of everything. Well, maybe there's something up there that tying it like Nautica Voyage and stuff like that, but
heavy declarations.
My favorite aquatics are really on the cheaper end. But speaking of cheaper end, a lot of people do compare this to Green Irish Tweed by Creed, and we don't do comparisons or anything, but I will say that if you don't want to spend, because Green Irish Tweed's pretty expensive, and I've only ever smelled Green Irish Tweed once, but from that small experience I've had, they smell very, 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 very close. So, and I'd have to maybe compare them side by side. I'd assume, I didn't recognize this at the time, but I assume that Cool Water maybe comes off a little more rough, because when you first spray it, it's very sharp.
Yeah.
And Green Irish Tweed,
bitter.
I don't remember that. I think Green Irish Tweed might have like almost being the same fragrance. Green Irish Tweeds get smoother edges. This has sharp edges. Best way I can describe that. But it's very.
It's not bad.
No, and it settles down. So I mean, if you want, if you want to save the money, you could get away with it. So yeah, and performance-wise, they get the performance of an aquatic fragrance. It doesn't project super far. I'd be able to smell on cold from here, maybe here, probably not here.
No.
But that's good for office. It's probably a great office scent. And
I was gonna say, I picture someone like in an office. I almost even like, I can't imagine just one person wearing this. I think it crosses a lot of borders. For some reason, I imagined a lawyer smelling like this.
Yeah, I feel like a very high class individual can wear this, and like a mechanic can smell like this.
Yeah, it's so versatile.
It's very versatile.
Also, you can wear it anywhere. You can wear it to work, school. It's not super high projection.
Yeah.
Probably a good first date one too.
Yep. I think it pretty much fits everything. Yeah. Casual, daytime, summer, great. Spring, great. Might get drowned out in the winter, but I still feel good. I mean, a lot of people will talk about the winter and stuff, but most of us work indoors anyway, so
that's true.
You want to wear it indoors, you're going to be indoors soon anyway. It's going to be fine. So yeah, pretty good stuff, I'd say.
Yeah. I'd say also extending on the work thing, no one's ever going to send you home because even if you are smelling a little strong, you just smelled like you got
Showered.
out of the shower. So,
Yeah.
congrats on good hygiene.
And did we ever touch on performance?
Performance? No, not really.
Yeah, it's your typical aquatic. So it's I did because I did this. But yeah, longevity is probably like it'll probably be gone by the end of your workday, I'd say. But you probably get 4 to 6 hours out of it. But it's so cheap that you might as well just keep a ball on your desk and reapply at lunch because it's so cheap. So out of 5, what would you give it?
You go first. I don't know yet.
Okay, I would give it, Davidoff Cool Water. I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5. I think it's so versatile. It smells great. The only reason I want to give it even a 4.5, but it's just been copied so much. It's so familiar smelling, and I like unique smells. And even though not many people wear that anymore, a lot of people can still recognize it, especially older people. And it's been copied so much that it's so familiar smelling. If someone smells this on you, they're like, you smell familiar, but they're not going to know why. They're not going to be able to place it. It's just because you smell like 10 different brands of soap. But it's great. I'd say if it was just in an aquatic category, and like I said, this is like half a foot in aquatic, so it's hard to even put in there. But if it was an aquatic category, I would even give it a 4.5 if it was just competing against those. But in general, I'll go to 4 to 5. I think it's great, and it's one of the ones I wear the most of in the summer. And it's so cheap.
I'd give it a 3. It's not my favorite scent. I really like it, and it smells like you got out of the shower, and it's super versatile. I like the unique smells too. Also, I like the ones that are more unisex smelling.
Yeah, I do
this
like
is
those
really
too.
manly.
Yeah,
I find this is pretty manly.
I find the ones that almost step in unisex territory, the ones that really strike me more, that I find myself drawn towards more, but I still love Cool Water.
Yeah. So 3 from me, 4 from you?
Yep.
Alright.
I think it's the first time I gave a higher rating than you.
I know, I've been too nice.
Too nice?
No, not anymore.
Cool Water's getting that. Alright, well, that's it for this
That's it for this one.
Fragrant Verve. Peace.
Davidoff Cool Water.